Hello. Operation Nora Stage 1 is complete. Which all that meant is Hope doesn't back down. And oh,
is
cool.
that just him making up dumb shit?
Yeah,
maybe isn't fair, but like because he's a kid.
It's a kid making, and I didn't do this, but I'm sure other children did. Of like, hey, I'm making a mission for myself, Operation such and such, and in this case, he's naming it after his mother who died.
That's where you live, right?
Okay, now we're reaching Palimpolim. Yeah, those mods did a good job with upresing the character models.
No one's there but my dad.
Hope.
Ooh, daddy issues.
You need to let him know what happened.
Yeah, you should let your father know that his wife died. I'm like, presumably they're still together, but that's an important piece of information.
Maybe.
Look at this wild fucking thing.
Okay, time to hunt some lassie.
So what, we find him and that's that?
Don't get all hot and bothered.
As much as I find Snow to be annoying, his theme is like fire.
Right thing.
Okay, here's for hello.
Hello.
What is that?
That's the lassie.
Oh, that's the pulse fal'Cie.
Or the fal'Cie, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Like, it's this like mechanical organic life form that has a giant face that screams like that. Like, I'm
curious, are all the Eden or are all the Cocoon fal'Cie like masculine coded and all the pulse ones are feminine coded? Because that'd be wild. Because that was definitely like a very feminine face on that fal'Cie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also got a mod that upres these CG scenes up to 1080.
Okay. They weren't 1080?
They were 720. Remember, Connor, this was PS3 era, which not everything was 1080 yet.
That was like the beginning of 1080 being a standard.
Yeah. I'm like actively
and
trying to get
it definitely is one of those things that like if it's made for 720, it actually looks like okay. It's once you start trying to put like the lower quality stuff on the higher quality machines that it starts looking terrible.
Yeah, like if you're trying to stretch 480 to 1080, that's like what? Not quite 3 times, but like 2.5 times zooming.
Okay. He accomplished exactly nothing.
Well, I think he was trying to get her to the fal'Cie to see if she can like to see if she can get a better idea of what her focus was supposed to be.
Hoping to help
There you go.
But I was too late. Ow!
I knew you were hard-headed.
That was ow.
Snap to it. We're rolling out.
I appreciate that Fang has like an Aussie accent, and then like Vanille has like a quasi Kiwi accent. Which, don't get me wrong, I just don't think British accents fit for everything. It's kind of like what they always do, what the trend has been since for a while of like whenever there's a medieval game, we just want to put a
everyone just has like
British
a
accent.
fairly. It's also they have a fairly proper British accent a lot of the time.
So here's my we're shown so much of like Snow, but we haven't played him since like the opening hour.
Oh yeah. I think this is probably where I'll see like the advantage of the
the mods. Yeah.
the up res and everything. Yeah, because one of the things I was gonna say is like Vanille in the original
Where we headed?
look in this version just felt too
don't know.
smooth,
Yeah.
I thought you had somewhere
like
in mind the way you
unnaturally
took
smooth.
off.
Mm-hmm.
I followed the smell.
What?
And at this point of like game development,
Smells nice.
skin textures aren't really like super great yet.
Yeah.
Like you can
smells
see on
damn.
like Sazh right here, his skin
I
is like a
think
little
something big.
too plasticky looking still.
Yeah, maybe, but like whatever changes they made does seem to have improved some things because I don't.
Yeah.
The city that way is Palampolam.
And
is
the
not
original models, the hands were
Wonder if
awful,
those two
like
caught
just
me
straight
that
up bad.
What do we do?
What do we do? Right now, what can we do?
And this is one thing I actually like about this 13, 16
The other way.
is that the characters are like full ass adults.
Be
Which I hope is a trend. I don't want to play as like late teens characters anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I generally agree.
As we said,
Except
like
I
he'd forgotten.
suspect they probably
But
should
I'm
still make
still
some of
there.
those games because like that can be important for.
There's an audience for it still, yeah.
Yeah, I think it can kind of be
All right,
important to have
let's
like good.
level
good-
everyone. Look at how much they have. 5,500.
Ooh, well, you did go through a long segment of playing
Yeah.
as,
The other two.
which is actually kind of cool that they just give you like party experience that you can spend on
Dude,
everyone.
I would have been, you know how mad I would be if I had to get.
Although I think a lot of older games would have been like that. That's kind of my point. It's like you would
Yeah.
have to like spend it. Now newer ones have changed that a lot. They often just make it skill points that you spend. You know,
Yeah.
the Dragon Age does it.
Which honestly, not to hate on Dragon Age, but I kind of wish they gave me smaller skill trees that had a much more meaningful decision behind it. Because I felt I was just
Yeah.
picking to fill it visually. I didn't feel like I was doing.
Except for some that unlock like specific abilities, then yeah.
Yeah.
Because I took advantage of a lot of those abilities that unlocked.
But he in this game is like the big synergist, essentially. He can do some. Actually, I'll probably be able to complete this without using up all of my CP. And then that way I can focus on Ravager. Yeah, like look at this 380 for Ravager. Like that's
Yeah.
so much. Okay, let's customize our paradigms. Slash and burn, Warren. Yep. I do want one where she's a medic and he's a Ravager still. I want one where she's a medic and he's a synergist. Good. Okay. Can I... here we go. I want slash and burn there. I want dual casting there. Play. There we go. This song is a fucking bop. It's so good. Let's balance optimize him.
If we want to get the Nautilus,
All right.
the road's through here.
Let's go.
First things first, we need to clear these woods.
Look how gorgeous
There's a
this
sight I
is.
didn't want to see.
Yeah, it looks good. Oh, those look terrifying.
Oh, the flans? I love the flans.
No
Okay,
daydreaming
let's...
now.
Is that
Nope.
what they're called? Flandragora. Okay. It's like a mandrake, almost.
Wait, why is it weak to fire if it's orange? That doesn't make sense.
But it is a plant.
I guess. It looks like a fucked up, like sweet bell pepper.
Yeah. Kind of what it's evoking.
Yeah. And her like silly little like
Change is good, Pops.
pops. She called him pops.
Keep up, old man. Yeah.
How do you cast? What is the? Hold on. What determines if you cast fire versus the Fyra?
So in the auto one, you mean what makes it decide to use Fira versus fire?
Yeah.
I think once it hits, or my assumption rather, is since I staggered it, it's like, okay, damage is gonna be multiplied by a certain number, so I'm gonna use higher level spell for one of the choices. Whereas like I want to get in versus I want to get in as many hits as I can when it's not staggered, because the idea is that you're gonna hit them quicker. You're waiting less time to hit them, so you build the stagger faster with simpler spells.
Well, I guess this is better than homicidal scorpion robots and mountains of trash.
Because ultimately, sorry, no,
You know, this place would make a nice picnic
Um,
spot. Minus
because until you stagger damage, unless they're a weak enemy and you're already exploiting the weaknesses don't matter too much, and damage doesn't matter too much until you stagger. So like, it's not worth using the bigger ATB spells until you stagger. Yeah, because right now it's staggered. I'm getting a 260% bonus on that. So now is the time to use a higher level spell on it.
Victor go the spoils. Where's the weed killer when you need it?
Her run is so ridiculous. Gonna get you auto staggered. Preemptive? Hell yeah. Let's build this guy's stagger up.
Keep up, old man.
He looks kind of like a bell pepper, kind of like a Wobbuffet.
A lava what?
A Wobbuffet.
Still got it.
Yeah. Dude, I haven't thought of that in a long ass time.
Neither have I.
Waba.
That was probably like one of the last sets of the show that I ever
Pokemon.
watched. So
I think I watched definitely post second movie with, the second gen Pokemon. and then I think I
Yeah.
stopped after that.
Yeah, there was definitely a time period there where for some reason it became uncool to like Pokemon.
Oh yeah, no. So in last episode when I mentioned that I moved, and new school and everything, I eventually did make one friend, and I told that friend that I liked Pokemon, or I still liked Pokemon, and apparently at some point, like, they were talking to the cool kids, air quotes, and it was revealed that I liked Pokemon, so those cool kids decided to, like, put a poster with Pokemon cards on my locker, I guess to make fun of me.
You go blaming it on me when you wander off and get
Huh.
lost.
That's
I don't know. It was some like idiot jock kids too. That was the thing. Like the kids that if I looked them up now, if they even have a Facebook, would probably be like not doing much, or just like existing. It would not surprise me if they were like far right. If I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, possibly.
Or they're definitely kids that were like hung out with black people, but like were way too comfortable dropping the N-word, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Those types of kids. But yeah, I mean, it was also just that transition in our youth of like, oh, it suddenly became embarrassing or not cool to like nerd culture, which has always been a thing when we were kids. But I definitely think there was a point where it was like even more so. It's like I remember being made fun of for like liking to read, and definitely for liking Harry Potter back then.
I don't think I was made fun of it exactly, but I had a lot of people who were confused when I did it.
Or they just like didn't. And to this day, my family sometimes like we don't. More about like my parents. My brother reads and whatnot, but like my parents are like don't understand why I choose to read on my free time. I'm like, I don't know. Why do you choose to listen or watch to like far right Vietnamese people? You enjoy it for some reason. I don't know what to tell
Yeah.
you. Like,
I don't know. You get information by reading. That's all I can say.
yeah.
And entertainment, but like,
God, his Ravager shit's gonna be so annoying to get through. Yeah, you just gain things by reading, either entertainment value or information.
yeah, I think there are some people who just genuinely cannot focus on it, but I think for most people, if they don't have a reading learning disability or something, just have to find like something that a topic they enjoy and just do it. And I think after a while, you kind of open up what is interesting about it for yourself. Because it's the kind of thing that I think most people who get like really animated about having strong opinions just like haven't tried to find something interesting for themselves.
Yeah.
Because like, yeah, the way that a lot of education does it is not great. So
No.
did you not get? That's annoying. Also, these things look fucking weird.
I consider them this world's like penguins.
Okay.
Way to go, Sazh!
Atta girl.
I don't like that.
They're called gremlins.
But they look like little birds.
They look like little flightless bats.
Even worse.
The day that the universe creates a flightless bat.
Dude.
The thing is, it probably would be like one of the big species of bat. So it would just
It's probably gonna be an offshoot of like the fruit bats, yeah.
It would get to a point where it just like decides that it's better to just crawl and climb than to try to fly anymore, and like,
Oh my god, I'm just imagining now like just skitter. It still has wings, but it's just skittering on the floor.
well, and it like can still glide a little bit for several generations, but eventually
So like it
becomes
turns
mostly
into like a
visual.
bad it turns into like a bad version of a flying squirrel. It can just like
also turns into the chupacabra eventually if you really take it far enough.
Yeah. Like it just like knuckles glides from tree to tree.
Yeah.
I hate that. Why did we put that in our brains? Is it like bats are fucking freaky, man? Like, have you ever looked up a hammerhead bat? I think it's called. Look up a hammerhead bat.
I'm good.
So I think the hammerhead bat is most people's like explanation for like what people thought was the Jersey Devil back in the day.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
I think most cryptids are some kind of unidentified creature at some point.
I mean, sure, like when you actually have like a thing people see, but I really think that a lot of that stuff is just like people getting freaked out by the dark.
100%.
Because like there is something that seems to happen with people in darkness, and some of it is justified because like the dark is the dark, and you can't see anything, so you really don't have a way to like
keep
defend
yourself
from anything.
Okay,
if
yeah.
something's out there, and it's like it's why we have such a large what am I saying, like a fear of like wolves and stuff, because they genuinely terrorize small villages. It also is a factor of like it was like actually dangerous, but also for a lot of that time period they relied on like the wool trade. So
Yeah.
wolves could mean a decimation of your livestock for wool, which can be the difference between like a good year and destitution. So there's also like an economic development, an economic dynamic to that. So are you controlling Vanille in this segment?
Yeah. I realized I wasn't watching her health really, so she kind of went further than I should have let her go. So I kind of wish. Oh no, I understand why it does Fira a second. Just so, in case you need to get a hit in with fire, you can before like a stagger meter goes low. Oh wait, wasn't there a chest yet? You know, these robot spheres kind of floating around in space.
In just the middle of the forest. Granted, it's not, I guess that's not that weird, because like it's like a forest that's been like modified or something.
Well, it has these like these bio-organic enemies, so it has to be some kind of cocoon-based area. I would think, or maintained by, not maintained, monitored by Cocoon at least.
Also, flat platforms like this,
Yeah.
but that can always just be explained by convenience. Yeah, I don't know. So I started playing Arco
Yes.
the other day, and it's interesting, but I realized it's kind of hard.
Did they talk about it at all in the Min-Max show? I know.
Briefly, I don't know if they talk about how challenging it is.
I know.
I'm finding it pretty challenging.
Okay.
Because you have to like move to avoid bullets and things, and they throw a lot of enemies at you. It's like the matches are more puzzles than just
Okay.
like pure RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
Because you basically like choose an action for all your party, and then it goes, and like your enemies take action, but like they'll have an icon to indicate what they're gonna do. I just think I think it throws like shooting enemies at you way too early. I think it should ramp it a little better, because it like you're kind of pretty quickly going into a match of like you have like 5 guys shooting you, and you have to figure out how to not get hit by the bullets that are gonna come flying. And it's a little frustrating because they seem to be able to like turn a bit after you've made your movement
Look at
suggestions.
this. Hold on. Sorry. Look at this
Yeah,
skybox.
yeah.
Look at that.
No.
Gorgeous. What is this giant
Tell me about yourself.
bike?
Crystal.
Family?
I have a little boy.
Oh, so you're married.
This bitch.
I was, yeah.
We got
That is
this
kind of an
wrong.
odd, like, and I can understand where that comes from, but that seems
Come
that's
on,
not an
we'll
assumption
make
you can
it.
just make in America. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Is it the Lassie thing?
How'd you...
You might be a Lassie, but you're still a daddy.
Don't like that. Don't say that.
You're right.
So, what's his name?
Okay, I'm like, we're just not gonna answer.
Dodge.
Day 11.
Hey, Dad.
Making a wish, huh? What'd you wish for?
Don't interrupt him, man. For you not to work so much.
You're never happy.
Oh my god.
You never smile. So here's what I wished. I wish that you'd cheer up and be like your old self again.
How about that?
I love
Your
that.
wish came true.
He never
Yeah.
they never
Never
explained
even-
this tiny this tiny chocobo in this man's afro.
Okay.
They just,
It's my turn
it
to
just
wish.
is.
What for, Dad?
And again, I love the goofy shit like that.
That's my little secret.
Who's that lady? That skybox
It's
is
just-
gorgeous.
It's just like random.
You alright?
Just look, smile at tall lady.
No, tall lady smiles at me.
Come on, Pops.
Sure.
You really got to keep it together, okay? Now, let's go.
Am I in charge of him now?
Now I got kids looking out for me. Some dad I am.
A powerful scale beast awaits you ahead. It could be a difficult fight for only 2 people. However, this enemy is slow on its feet, meaning you can easily avoid the encounter if you so desire. You will face many harrowing challenges as you press on. When you feel your enemies may be too strong, avoid them. Well, fuck that. We're gonna save. We're gonna try this shit out, Connor. I do appreciate like when you do a save as a different character, they do change the save icon. Oh, what if I get a preemptive strike, huh? Nope. Yo, this thing, once it's armored back up, looks cool as hell.
Yeah, it's kind of wild looking.
Keep up, old man.
It's probably like modified to like have. It'd be kind of wild to think like what the mechanism would be. So like it's some kind of magnetic field that it can maintain those.
Change is good, Pops.
Like, this is gonna be too challenging if you're a bitch.
It just looks like it's a long fight
Yeah.
with only 2 people. More than anything. Well, then he does attacks like that that get you pretty close.
Keep up, old man. For you. Counting on you, old man. Change is good, Pops.
It's unfortunate the stagger doesn't last too long. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Follow my lead, Pops.
But it doesn't take too much to stagger it, so that's kind of nice.
I owe ya.
For you. Take that. Keep up, old man.
Almost there. There we go. We're good. It's just a much longer fight than normal ones.
Yeah.
We still did it in half the target time, so fuck that. Was that really only 2 minutes?
Apparently.
How? Okay, whatever.
Follow my lead, Pops.
Pops is okay. Pops is acceptable.
Yeah. I would probably be a little annoyed about it after a while with
Yeah.
Sazh if I was in his presence.
I appreciate her stuff still does damage, even though it's not succeeding in putting the status ailment, at least. His little stances while he's shooting are great.
A little alarming, but
Strike a pose.
Follow my lead, Pops.
Damn, I lost it.
that is a nice view though. Although I think that's just like painting almost, but still.
I'm fairly certain that's just like a art file in the background.
But it still looks nice.
Oh, 100%.
Keep up, old man.
Yeah, I wish I got the poison or the D shell on him, because that would have really made this a bit more effective. This might be the move, actually.
Change is good, Pops. Keep up, old man.
Good. Okay, we got D shell. He hits hard, damn.
Change is good, Pops.
Okay. He should be able to stagger in this next round. Or not. How about now? There we go. And with D shell. Oh, it's D shell. Oh, I want this. I realize now with the shell off, it's basically a Komodo dragon.
Change is good, Pops.
Yeah.
Come on, Sazh. There we go. Did I meet target time? Oh, I didn't. And you, I barely. Wow. Okay. I lost 2 stars for only 2.
Taking stars away real quick.
And so fast too. All right.
Keep up, old man.
Phew.
What I need is D shell. So Vanille can maximize damage while she's building up that stagger meter.
And does it keep failing? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I'm still doing like a little bit of damage, but the Sazh effect is not taking effect. Which, I mean, it is what it is. I'll probably switch back to it once I get the stagger in. Because maybe, I don't remember if this is the case, but maybe if I can get a stagger in, it will make the stats effect more likely to take hold.
Yeah.
Change is good, Pops.
That's not what I wanted to do. Hello?
Is it really over?
Never did that attack before. Okay. What are you hiding down there? That's kind of wild that it randomly just did a one-hit attack. What's hiding over here?
Taking in the scenery. Even a fugitive's gotta catch.
Okay, let's stagger this one real quick. Let's see if. Oh, I think that is the case. That
The shell like massively protects it against.
against status effects.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But now that it has D shell, we can take down its we can stagger it a lot faster. Or once it's staggered, we can do a lot more damage while it's staggered. I heal myself because I don't want that nonsense to happen again. What?
Is it really over?
Okay. I guess that's the game trying to communicate. Don't fuck with these things yet.
I didn't know you lost if one companion.
If you
died.
no, it's only if the leader dies,
Oh,
which is kind of
kind of unfortunate.
Okay.
I know someone would love to be seeing all this.
You know what? No, I refuse.
Like I defeated 2 of them.
Pretty well too.
Follow my lead, Pops. Take that. Keep up, old man.
Oh, I'm so annoyed. I lost the stagger.
Oh,
Sazh!
Why is this one more difficult than the other ones?
do they have levels or?
No, there's not really a leveling system. It's only scaled by, like, I guess, progress within the game.
So weird to me that it will replace which stagger bar it shows on the screen sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. And it is slightly annoying that original stagger bar when I encountered this thing went down so quickly.
Yeah.
I will not be defeated. Watch it be like not even worth it. Like Gil or some shit. Okay, that's fine. Upgrade material is good.
What
I will
is-
avoid you.
Is Gil really that bad?
No, it's just I never found myself using heal to buy things in this game because like you're auto healed immediately after a battle, and the heal is effective enough that I'd never really found myself using potions.
Gremlins.
So it's just, and then I don't remember the economy of the game requiring you to buy items that much either. It's just kind of a item that doesn't really make sense to keep for
Fair.
very long.
Fair.
It's a longer episode than I thought it was gonna be. All right, let's clear this fight and then we'll call it there for this episode. I know there's no save point, but I don't want too long of an episode coming out. Which I do appreciate, even in the remake of 7, that they eliminated save points.
So you can just save when you want.
Yeah. Okay.
That is
This
nice.
item, and then we'll continue our exploration next time. Bye.
Bye.